We'll see. Light has struggled with Wolf in the past, but that was a fair amount of time ago, so I don't know if he's probably worked on the matchup since then. So we'll see what Famous can do. I'm gonna hit the light in the room here. Made no difference for you, but it made a world of difference for me.
2, 1, go!
He's still pretty standard stuff. He's got some nice 50% opening. His wolf conversions are good. Not so much based on 2 combos, because he's just really good. Kind of just chasing you to the next point you're going to be, so you have to do that. Scary situation, being at the ledge against Yoshi, since Yoshi is just so explosive. Throws out some of these spikes, throws out projectiles. And just manages to make it back with some stage. And shield break from Light. Just quick charge up smash. That'll take that spike easy peasy. And just tries to get lead with a forward smash, but Light doesn't bite. Perfect situation. But just gets more out there after it. It looked like Light had the lead on that air dodge in, but he wasn't confident enough to pull the trigger. Recover, and he can still make it. Yes, he throws out the shine, so he doesn't get the edit there, but he still does get the left trap up in there. And like down to a second step. Ooh. Samus gets it forward there, but doesn't get to do much off of it, but does convert up the platform. So good improvisation. Keith is as much a Smash player as he is a jazz musician. A little bit of 50 seconds, but he just manages to take center stage. And I find a lot of the Yoshi matchup for Wolf kind of just depends on whether or not Wolf can get a good conversion, but also just whether or not the Wolf player can kind of track down how the Yoshi is like slipping in and out, because they like the heavy, tricky aerial movement, and a lot of teams just can't. So if he recovers, doesn't want to do a dangerous side B, but up tilt to up air, and Yoshi will take the step, and finishes down to his last. Like, forward air goes through the egg, hits Yoshi, I don't know if he knew about that interaction, he certainly does now. Up air, won't convert or anything, but he puts him in a bad spot. And I just want to interrupt the commentary to say hi to my good friend Mr. Fury. Love him very much. Down our meaty 35%. That was unfortunate. Or not unfortunate, but yes, but it was kind of gross to watch. And Wolf back throw, the worst move in the game. Couldn't kill the feet but he gets in there. Nice tech chase, but he doesn't get the spike that he was looking for, but he still got him in the edge. Good parry, but he doesn't get anything out of it. Forward air, forward air, forward air, forward air. A forward smash for the boys. And I really like what he's doing here. He's getting the conversions he can. He's been playing safe because he knows that Yoshi is going to just blow him up. Light almost gets a lot up of him. And he's managed to make it back up there. Super strong move, that's going to kill. There's a great
Yoshi wins.
call out from Light to Bapper. And we're gonna see what Keith or Famous wants to do here for this game too. I don't know if he's gonna want to stay because I think his snake is stronger than his wolf.
I'm back.
Oh, hello.
So looks like Light took that's game 1.
That was game 1. Light took game 1, but it was last stock, and Light was at like 80 on his last stock.
Ooh.
Famous,
That's interesting. And he's sticking with Wolf. Okay.
Famous sticking with Wolf. I think that's probably the worst matchup for Yoshi of all the characters that he plays.
Really? Because he also plays Joker too, yeah?
He does. I don't know how much he's been playing in Light yet, but I also don't know how the Joker Yoshi matchup is. Or at very least, I've heard Light talk about it less than he has about the Wolf matchup.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, because they're both players. Well, I know Keith's from Light as well.
Yeah, and they're not from the same city, but Keith would come down to, or come up to Fredericton Weeklies all the time, and they go to the same regionals. So.
Cool. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of Yoshi stuff that we've seen before, but it's still scary to play against just those forward tilts, up airs, tilts. Maybe not up tilt as much, but down tilt knocks him off stage. Nice,
Ooh,
but
that was
at what cost?
that was. I think both players are kind of just looking at each other to say, "Who the hell's this guy?"
Well, I mean, Light accidentally got too excited and used his double jump. That was on him. But,
it's a very common mistake to get very excited about an epic offstage play and then squeeze your controller really hard to do that.
and then you just accidentally double jump. and then with Keith, he just wasn't ready for it, which is understandable. That can happen.
He got staged by it.
Catches him with the up air dodges, but gets away with it. Stuff.
Light kind of has Famous exactly where he wants him. He's got him above him on the ledge in tech chase situations. Basically just everywhere that you don't want to be against it. Back here doesn't quite take it, but puts him in a whole spot again.
Yeah, it's scary, but now Famous is in where you want. I found out just like, well, maybe a couple weeks ago, but like forward tilt's actually kind of unsafe. I don't know if Yoshi can, but you can usually just kind of grab it in the spot.
I
found it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends on the character and the spacing, because sometimes it'll push you out of shield grab range, but it doesn't have a good frame advantage.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Probably like tipper forward.
Tipper forward tilt is like safe from grabs at least, but I think that...
Yeah, that was definitely... But
I think like cloud up
forward air to get him off, but we're Light's at another was at another advantage spot. They're just kind of just running around now.
Yeah, Famous has kind of brought this back. We'll see if he can capitalize off. He's got Yoshi above him. He's off stage. But Wolf doesn't. Ooh, I like that.
I like that reflected too. That was really good.
Unfortunate that he charged an F smash instead of an up smash, because an up smash definitely would have caught him no matter how he drifted. But dash attack does catch it. It's definitely.
That dash attack slays me every single time. It's
the big boot.
It's just a boot. It's just like Grand's boot from Grand Blue Fantasy, but it's just more comedic. Surprisingly enough, it's just like you're trying to kick somebody in the butt. And just send them to the moon that way.
It's like I don't know. This is a very specific example I provide all the time, but in GTA 5, when you're like running around, and while you're running, if you do a punch, and you like fly into the punch, and if you hit somebody, it sends them flying. And Wolf dash attack is basically just that, but with your feet.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. That's just like a Superman kick. Going back into it, Wolf versus Yoshi, Game 3.
I like
Keith's
confidence in the Wolf.
Yeah, no, it's really important to have more than one character that you're confident in. But it really takes it. He has a really good matchup spread. He's a lot better off than somebody playing Violet and PK rules. So.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of fool would want to do that, but I hope I know.
Probably somebody who just wants to play characters that he trusts that he enjoys. But it's people play competitive games for different reasons. And some are more successful than others.
Some play to win, some play to truck, and that brings us into game 3, where both of these players will try their damnedest to truck harder than the other.
Yeah, both of them are very aggressive, but both of them do have an option to kind of, chill, rest their gears with like Blaster or Egg Toss, but nope, they just choose to just press buttons and hit each other. But Light at 130.
Yeah, I was about to say that that high up air from Famous almost took an early stock, but it was at 120, didn't kill, so it was either.
Boot again, but no kill this time. I think it's actually stronger like later in hits or something like that. I might be wrong.
The dash attack?
Yeah.
Well, it's got 3 hitboxes. If you hit someone right at the start, it's pretty strong and it sends straight up. And it's got like the medium hitbox is the main one. That's the one that sends straight out. And then there's also a late hit that's just like the weaker version of the medium hit.
Oh, okay. I always thought the later hit was stronger for some odd reason.
Well, I think that's just because there's the difference between like the early hit and just the hit in the middle.
He stayed on ledge for too long. Really good awareness there from Light.
Yeah. Light saw that Keith wasn't getting off the ledge and he took advantage of it. Down air, that's
upwards. Oh,
that was 49 and it was 2 moves.
And I wish my character.
just do 2 up throws and a jab.
True. That is true. That's actually true. Tries to go for an up smash there, but just posts through. But I like the idea. I also like that.
Jab 1 to beat the egg.
That was very creative. Good trade there. He knew that he was just gonna...
He's got that brawl vet awareness.
Okay. I was gonna say what's gonna happen now if landed another down air, but
for Keith's sake, I hope that no down airs connect for the rest of the game at least, but he may not be so lucky.
Well, we're gonna get that instead, but good DI by Famous not to get hit by a follow-up. That would have been first. Back throw, yep. Set up an egg, but missed.
Famous did a good job of getting at a disadvantage against Yoshi. That can be like one of the main struggles of almost any matchup against him. But
yeah, one thing I noticed though. Yeah, one thing I noticed though with Light that he likes to down B at the ledge, and I wonder if maybe like if probably a wild read if he beats it, we could just try to maybe like up smash it. Might trade, but
I feel like his up smash isn't super disjointed, but I think that if you timed it right, a down smash could catch her.
That would be. I was gonna say it was scary, but it just popped him up and behind, so he wasn't able to get anything off of it. But fair to double up air there. Is that 61?
Yeah, I like that combo a lot from Keith.
Ooh, too short.
Too
short.
I think he.
I think his
fastballed it and didn't drift far enough, and he didn't.
Yeah, I think his mind wanted maybe forward side B, but then he was like, okay, well, I'll up B. Like he was probably arguing between them. Just didn't fit earlier. Like he could have gotten side B back on ledge.
Yeah, as a Wolf veteran, or not veteran, but I played him for a while.
I respect it.
That's kind of a situation you often find yourself in, is you kind of set yourself up for one recovery option, and then just like, or at least in my case, I set myself up to do one recovery option, and then just forget which one I actually wanted to do, and then I do one that doesn't bring me far enough.
Yeah, and that's honestly what it kind of looked like. So, but he's sticking with the Wolf. Good stuff. We're going to game 4, I believe. Lights up 2-1. Ooh, let's see
what stage they went to. Lilac.
Interesting.
I don't know what Yoshi thinks about this stage, but I know it's good. It's pretty good for Wolf.
Pretty good for Wolf, though. Because I know like this would be a stage that you would probably want to go to with Snake. If that makes sense, yeah. Because like you can't see any like grenade placement or C4 placement. So
Yeah, and it's the platforms make it easier to like control a large portion of the stage. Simply.
interesting. So, but East Wolf is already at 92. They've been 30 seconds in. Tries to go for down throw dash attack. Too late.
And Light, that's not the first time I've seen Light punish a greedy down throw dash attack attempt at down B.
Yeah, that would be that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, luckily for Famous, he only got hit by the stars front and not the main hit. But either way, it sent a message.
That's the most important thing, sending a message. Even if you lose, just try to send it. That's just...
Luckily for Light, he's not finding himself in that situation. He sent the message, and he's a nice 48% up. Just 40% now, but...
Yeah, but I had a feeling this is up smash mode now. Like if he does an unsafe, Light will definitely kind of just like what.
But I think now at this percent, 133, I think fans could be trying to do the same thing. But
without a doubt.
That's the thing with Yoshi, is that when you're at high percents, it's so scary to play against him because he has so many random aerials that'll just kill you. Like his Nair is so strong, his Pharaoh will spike you or just kill you otherwise. His
good awareness spike. Yeah, no, I understand completely. It's on the bright side for the most part. You only have to worry about the smash attacks on the ground. Besides, like down B. Good technical recover though.
He learned from game 2, and he's not gonna be
Yeah, that was game 2, wasn't it? Good boot there. Good boot taking the stock. Only down 86. It's
definitely
doable for Wolf's caliber. See, double forward air gets nared out of follow up. Still. Good space forward tilt to punish. Let's see what else we got here.
I like the big conversions from Famous, pulling out nicely 30% combos.
Yeah, definitely. And I really liked like he knew to jump back just to bait out the wood forward air to up air, but that was wild. But like what I did like is that like Light would use the hit drop, whatever it's called, to pretty much just get him off. Like, yeah, as a get off me, and like he jumped back on purpose to actually try to bait that out. Didn't get anything off of it, but at least he has awareness now. So
yeah, exactly.
This is definitely doable. Just need one hit.
Yeah, one down smash, and this is perfectly.
Yeah, even probably an up smash too. Possibly.
Yeah, now that he's at 145, an up smash is definitely gonna take him.
Oh, reached the double jump. That 36.
Light's been good down smash. But yeah, Light's been playing Yoshi long enough to know relatively what kind of punish you can get off of an anyway.
Yeah, that's really cool. These people just been, because of quarantine, self-isolation. I've always thought about like trying other characters like Wolf, Paladin, and Yoshi. Light makes me want to play Yoshi. But I don't know. I might not. I like that the meaty Egglay. If he DI'd in more, he would have got smoked by that forward air. And just
run up smash from Light. Great stuff. Shades of Fox.
Shades of Fox, and it was really good just to meet him halfway. Even if he got like punished or if he missed, he wouldn't have been in a